The day I exposed my husband's secret affair and financial fraud in a packed Houston real estate conference, using his own presentation slides, was the day he lost everything he thought I'd never dare to take. My name is Elena Brooks. I'm 36 years old, and until 2 years ago, I believed I had built the American dream in Houston, Texas. A beautiful suburban home. A growing real estate investment business. A husband everyone admired. Daniel was charismatic. Confident. The kind of man who could walk into a room and own it. He handled the public side of our company. Networking, conferences, investor meetings. I handled the numbers. Contracts. Closings. Compliance. I built the structure behind his shine. We started from nothing. I worked 2 jobs while finishing my accounting degree at the University of Houston. He flipped his first property with my savings. I tracked every dollar. Every mortgage. Every escrow account. We built Brooks Property Group together. Or at least, that's what I believed. I trusted him completely. He told me I was the brains. I told him he was the face. And for 12 years, that partnership felt unbreakable. Until the night I opened a credit card statement that wasn't supposed to exist. The first charge was small. A luxury hotel in Dallas. 2 nights. Over $1,200. Daniel had told me he was at a property auction. I brushed it off. Then I saw the restaurant bills. 2 people. Expensive wine. Jewelry store purchase. $4,800. My chest felt tight. I checked our business account. 3 transfers I didn't authorize. $15,000 each. Labeled, consulting fees. There were no consultants. I stayed up until 3 a.m., digging through statements. My hands were shaking. I told myself there had to be an explanation. There wasn't. 3 days later, I saw her. At one of our open houses. Tall. Perfect hair. Designer heels. Laughing too comfortably at Daniel's jokes. When he introduced her, he said, "This is Amber, one of our new investors." She avoided my eyes. I knew. But the humiliation wasn't private for long. 2 weeks later at a neighborhood charity gala in River Oaks, Daniel announced publicly that he was expanding the company and restructuring leadership. "In order to grow," he said into the microphone, smiling, "sometimes you have to make difficult changes." He thanked everyone, except me. I stood there in a red dress I had ironed for 2 hours. People looked at me with confusion. That night, he told me calmly at the kitchen island, "You're too emotional for the next phase." Emotional. After I built everything. Then he dropped the final blow. "I think we need space." Space. While he drained company funds and paraded his affair partner around investors. I locked myself in the bathroom and broke down. I slid to the floor and sobbed until I couldn't breathe. For a moment. I almost gave up. Almost let him rewrite the story. But I am not emotional. I am strategic. And he had forgotten who managed the books. Daniel underestimated one thing. He thought I wasn't paying attention. He didn't know I had access to every financial log, every password, every tax document. He had moved money into a side LLC under Amber's name. He had labeled personal vacations as property scouting trips. He had used investor funds to finance luxury purchases. Fraud. Not just betrayal. Fraud. I printed everything. Bank transfers. Wire confirmations. Text screenshots. Email exchanges. I contacted a forensic accountant in Dallas. Then a corporate attorney in Houston. Quietly. I didn't confront him. I let him believe I was heartbroken. Weak. Confused. Meanwhile, I gathered evidence for 6 weeks. Then I saw the perfect opportunity. Daniel was scheduled to speak at the Texas Real Estate Growth Conference in downtown Houston. 500 attendees. Major investors. Local press. He invited me. Probably out of guilt. Or arrogance. He had no idea I had already met with 3 of our largest investors privately. And showed them everything. They were furious. We coordinated the timing. He would present his expansion strategy. And I would present the truth. The ballroom lights dimmed. Daniel stood confidently on stage. Behind him, a giant screen displayed our company logo. Brooks Property Group. Building wealth with integrity. The irony almost made me laugh. Halfway through his presentation, he clicked to the next slide. But it wasn't his slide. It was mine. A screenshot of the $45,000 transfers. The room went silent. He froze. Another slide appeared. Hotel receipts. Jewelry charges. Amber's LLC filings. A low murmur spread across the audience. His face drained of color. I walked calmly from the back of the room toward the stage. Every step felt steady. Powerful. He whispered. "What are you doing?" I took the microphone. "I'm correcting the financial report." The screen shifted again. Text messages between him and Amber discussing how to move funds quietly. Someone in the audience gasped. One of the investors stood up and said loudly, "Is this true, Daniel?" He couldn't speak. Security didn't remove me. They were too busy looking at the slides. Amber, sitting near the front, rushed toward the exit, but not before several people recognized her name from the filings displayed. The local business reporter in the third row was already typing. That was the thumbnail moment. Daniel standing under bright lights. Sweating. Silent. Exposed by his own presentation system. Within 48 hours. Investors pulled funding. The board initiated a financial audit. His speaking engagements were cancelled. And I filed for divorce, with documented financial misconduct. The forensic audit confirmed everything. Misuse of company funds. Unauthorized transfers. Breach of fiduciary duty. Daniel didn't go to jail. But he lost the company. He lost investor trust. He lost the house. And Amber? She left when the money stopped. I moved into a smaller home outside Houston. Peaceful. Quiet. Mine. I rebuilt Brooks Property Group. This time solely under my ownership. The investors stayed with me. Because they knew who actually ran the business. The hardest part wasn't the betrayal. It was realizing I had ignored the small signs. But here's what I learned. Silence is not weakness. Patience is not surrender. And heartbreak can be the sharpest strategy. Daniel thought I would cry quietly. Instead, I audited loudly. And when you expose truth in daylight, you don't have to scream. The evidence speaks.
Before you go, I just want to say thank you for spending your time with this story and being part of this journey. If this video moved you, taught you something, or made you feel less alone, please like the video and share it with someone who might need to hear it today. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Revenge Uncut. We're working hard to reach our first 1,000 subscribers, and your support truly means everything to us. Every single subscription helps this channel grow and allows us to keep bringing you real, emotional, and powerful stories like this one. Most importantly, leave a comment below. Tell us what you felt, what stood out to you, or what this story meant to you. We genuinely read every single comment, and your words inspire us more than you know. Thank you for being here, thank you for your support, and thank you for being part of the Revenge Uncut family.